All right. Good evening, everybody. What you say? It's DJ Mo D here from What You Say Radio. And yes, here on this evening, man, we have a very, very special guest here. Very special guest from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She goes by the name of Miss Teslanay, aka I call her Tess. What you say in the house? What's going on, Teslanay?
Right, you can call me Tesla. Hi.
All right.
Yes,
That's what's up. That's what I've heard. Let me give you the big round of applause coming on in. Got to get that applause.
All right.
And definitely got applause. Give a round of applause because we in a new year. We in 2022. Thank God we made it to the new year. A lot of people haven't. A lot of people have gone on, and so our hearts, our thoughts, and our prayers go out to all those man that are just losing folks left and right. It seems like as it is right now. And I want to thank you, Teslanay, for coming on. You are my first interview for 2022. So I thank you for gracing my platform here on What You Say Radio.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I am thankful.
Absolutely.
Happy
New Year to you, especially having a fellow Louisiana. Now, let's get right into it. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you started coming up singing, and when you started professionally?
Okay, well, I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I have been singing for most of my life. So, I'm not going to tell my age. I'm a woman, so, when most women don't tell our age, but I've been singing a long time.
What you say?
And I would say over 25 years, I've been singing professionally.
Nice.
And what was your other question?
and when did you start? Like as a kid, when did you know that singing was the thing that you wanted to do?
Oh Lord. Well, I always tell this story.
Okay.
I've been singing since I was 5. My sister, she plays the guitar, the acoustic guitar by ear.
Okay.
And we used to go to the same school back then, and we actually were in the girls' bathroom and we were singing. She was beating on the walls, and I just started singing. And I think at that point I realized that, I like this singing, and I started writing. I've been writing, since my teenage years, so it's been a long time.
Okay. Awesome.
And kind of taking step, recording in the studio, and just started doing it professionally.
Okay. And are you originally from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, homegrown?
Well, I'm actually from Gonzales, Louisiana, but that's like 20 minutes away from Baton Rouge. But I'm currently in Baton Rouge, but I'm born and raised in Gonzales, Louisiana.
Okay, Gonzales, Louisiana. Got you. Yeah, I'm originally from Ponchatoula. I don't know if you ever heard of Ponchatoula. It's in the Tangible Hoe area.
Yeah.
Hammond, Ponchatoula. Yeah. That's my roots.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up at. Now you also, like you said, you started singing professionally, and you opened up for some big names, some big artists in the music industry. Can you talk to us a little bit about that experience and what it did for you as an artist?
The first artist that I opened up, it's been years ago, was CeCe Peniston. And that was like, at the time, I was excited. And I mean, that was like the world to me. I got to meet her and, just chat with her for a minute. And so that just kind of made me feel so special, and it encouraged me to continue on. And then the next artist I opened up for, well, it actually was a group, After 7. I opened up for them. Okay. And I get to meet them and talk. But I did open up for him, and that was very exciting. And then the last big artist I've opened up for is Tank.
Tank, okay.
And I really didn't get him either, but yeah, it was awesome. Just, being a part of, a show like that, it really makes you feel, extra special as an artist, when you know that they're so much bigger than you. Yeah. It just, makes it really.
Absolutely. And so you mentioned the first artist was CeCe Peniston. CeCe Peniston did the song, the famous song, Finally. It's happened to me, I'm not a singer. I'm not going to sing, but and she had you can keep on walking, CC Peniston, finally, and keep on walking. Those were two of her great songs, great hits or what have you. And then after 7, of course, they had plenty of hits. And then Tank, Mr. Maybe I Deserve, What You Say, What You Say. Now, talk a little bit about your career as a solo artist. You started out in R&B soul?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually did. I actually, for years before I went kind of on my own single. So I sung in a band for 4 years. And then when I decided to go on my own and start recording, you know, in the studio, that was kind of like in my 20s. So it's been a while, but yeah, I decided to go off on my own. Okay.
And let's talk about your song, Red Beans and Rice. That was my first introduction to Teslanay music, was Red Beans and Rice. Tell us a little bit about that song. Who wrote it?
Well, well, I write all of my songs, so I'm a songwriter. So normally I work with different producers for the music, but yeah, I write all the lyrics to my songs, and actually the song before that was Bad Habits, and that's kind of what into the Southern soul world. But yes, I am a true R&B artist, and that's the bulk of my music. But you know, in these last maybe 5 years, I've kind of been a soul singer / R&B / Southern soul singer performer. Okay. But yeah, Red Beans and Rice is a song. If you wanted more information on, you know, what that song is about, it's just me talking about, you know, my man. And I wanted to be, because I'm from Louisiana, we have all this, you know, these Southern soul, you know, eating specialty foods. Red beans and rice is one of them. And so I wanted to describe, you know, so what I felt like, you know, us folks in the South would understand. And so it just kind of flowed. When I heard the music, the lyrics just kind of flowed out, and that's kind of how I came up with that song.
Yeah, that's a nice silky smooth song that I like. It has that jazz, has a little jazz appeal to it. That Red Beans and Rice. Yeah.
A little bit.
Now let me ask you this: do you like your red beans and rice, your Red Beans and Rice Mondays? Because that's how we do it in Louisiana. Tell me that's how it's Red Beans and Rice Mondays down there?
Mondays.
What's that?
It's either days or Mondays down south. You can have it on the Sunday. So yeah, but yeah, Monday is a favorite.
Okay. Now I want to talk. I want to talk a little bit about another one of your hit songs that I have in regular rotation here on What You Say Radio, and it's done really well with the What You Say Radio listeners. That's Slide Up On Me. Talk a little bit about that song.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was really looking for a dance song. I wanted something more up-tempo, and I knew I wanted it to be about dancing. Mm-hmm. And so when I heard the music, normally if I'm really into the music or the track, the lyrics just kind of flow. And that happened with this song as well. And so I knew I wanted it to be a slide type song where folks that like to slide and get out there and do all those step dancing. And, you know, I just wanted them to be able to have something to dance to. And so that kind of would build that song up and, you know, slide up on me. Like, come on, let's go dance. That's really what it's about.
What you say. Yes, love that jam, man. You got that one part on there that when you just raise that voice, that part just get me right there. I think you know what I'm talking about. But make sure y'all check out the video. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a link to that video. That's on YouTube, so you can check out the Slide Up On Me Teslanay video. Real hot video. You did your thing in there. I haven't seen it in a while. Was that during the pandemic?
Yes, it was. That's why the dancers have masks on.
Got your mask on. Yeah, yep. That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I remember. So yes, we'll have a link to the video here below this interview. Make sure y'all check that out. We got Miss Teslanay in the building here on What You Say Radio. Our first exclusive interview of 2022. Got it, man. We thank her for coming on. But before we let you out of here, Miss Tess, we got to talk about your new song. All right, got a new song coming out. Entitled, well, I'll let you talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, it's called Good Man, and it officially comes out on January 18th. And that song, you know, it's just got so many songs out there, you know, just all around, all genres, where, you know, men don't get that uplifting that they need, because they got a lot of good men, you know, in this world. And so I really wanted this song. I wrote it for the good men. You know, they all know who they are. So my thing is, when they hear it, you know, they should really love it. And for the women that have a good man, they should really love it as well, because it's really talking about, you know, just good men in general, and what they do for us and how we feel about them. And sometimes we may not always, you know, show it and say it, but in the end, deep down inside, we really feel that love for them. And I wanted to portray that in this song, or relay that out to the, you know, all my fans, that, you know, this is a special song and it's got a lot of meaning. It's not just about me having a good man, but for all the ladies out there with a good man.
Absolutely. That's what's up. And I appreciate you for sending the song there last week. I was able to play it to my listeners, give a little teaser, and get some feedback on it. Got some very, very positive initial feedback on that song. So, yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's going to be, go ahead.
I was just putting my thumb up. I said, that's always a good sign.
What you say, yes, yes. So they're feeling it initially. And so, like you said, that's going to be released here next Wednesday, the 18th, correct?
Yeah, on the 18th. It'll be on all digital download sites.
On the 18th, and yes, and y'all can check it out here on What You Say Radio as well. We will have that song in rotation as the listeners. Like I said, yeah, definitely feeling that. Teslanay, I want to, you got anything, before we go, you got anything else coming up? Any new projects, any album, anything coming up? What's on the horizon in the very near future for Teslanay?
Yes, my album is supposed to come out most likely at the end of February. This has been a long time coming. We've had to put it off several times. You know, this pandemic has just messed up a lot of stuff. The studio that I normally record at was shut down for a moment. But, just everything kind of slowed down. So it just pushed my CD back, but it will definitely be out in February, the end of February, possibly the beginning of March. We're trying to get that due date now. But yes, that's coming out. And this new single will be on that CD. Good Man will be on there. Awesome. So I'm excited about that, because I haven't had a full CD out in a while. So I'm ready for that. And and I got some upcoming shows coming in Texas and in Alabama. So I'm kind of, working on that, getting the whole show geared up. So it's just got a lot going on. It's the early part of the year, and I'm, hustling and moving already. Awesome.
That's what's up. Hey, Teslanay, I appreciate you dropping by What You Say Radio to talk to our listeners, so they can get to know a little bit about you as an artist, as a person. Where can our listeners or your fans, where can they follow you at?
I'm on Facebook at Teslanay. I am also on Instagram, and it's also at Teslanay, and Twitter is at Teslanay. All of my music videos and any of the songs that I release are also on my YouTube channel, which is Teslanay TV. Okay. And I have a website, which is Teslanay.com.
Okay, there y'all have it. Teslanay.com, Teslanay TV. Check her out. Again, check out that Slide Up On Me video. Very hot, very classy video. We appreciate you again coming on the show. Say again?
You heard me? I said there will be a video of Good Man too. It's coming short.
Okay, there y'all have it. Another video coming up here soon for Good Man, the single, the song, and she has a new album coming out next month. Maybe later in the year, Teslanay, you can come back on the show and we can talk about that whole album and kind of feature it. So we can talk about that later on.
All right, I will be there.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I appreciate you dropping by. Have a great rest of your night, and God bless you. What you say?
All right. Bye.